When someone tells you that your dream or big goal you've been working toward is impossible to reach, that you're not special, or that you don't deserve something truly magical in your life, take it as a sign that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And you know how I know? Because I've heard that kind of opinion my entire life. I've been told it's impossible to make a solid living as an artist or designer, that moving to a new country without wealthy parents isn't realistic, that my face wasn't photogenic or video friendly when I wanted to practice TV journalism, or that I was wasting my time, my life, when I was working as an au pair just to learn a new language. And the list goes on and on. But you know, one of the most important things I've learned about people who judge? Misery loves company, because people who tried, failed, tried again and succeed will only support you and lift you up. But those who give up before even trying, they'll give you the most negative piece of advice, trying to make you think that your goals or dreams are normal, that all the things you want in life are normal, with those, seemingly harmless but yet really toxic comments. But remember, there is nothing wrong with you. Those judging individuals wish they had what you have, but they aren't willing to put in the effort. That's all. So get ready for a video packed with real-life examples of how any dream, any goal can be turned into reality. Let's dive in. I'm currently standing near the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart, and I know exactly what you're currently thinking. What does this have to do with today's video? I'll tell you. Exactly here, back in 2014, my big dream was born. I decided to move to Germany, learn a new language, get a second degree in interior design, and eventually become a successful interior designer and illustrator, building my dream life from scratch. And if you think that I had everything set up for me, well, not exactly. It was my starting point. No visa, no money to study or live abroad, because that amount of money was unimaginable given my home country's salary. No degree, because I was still studying journalism, and of course no connections. But I had something that was as important as all that. When I returned to my home country to share my ambitious goals with my parents, they gave me a crucial piece of advice that became fundamental in what I do. Don't quit before you have clarity. Of course, I wanted to immediately quit my journalism studies and dive into learning German 24/7. But my dad encouraged me to finish the degree first, as it might be helpful someday. Back then, of course, I was super skeptical, but I completed it. And as it turned out, the exact same degree allowed me to enroll in an interior design program here in Germany without going through an extra year in a school for foreigners. I also wanted to speak German fluently, so instead of going to a traditional language school in my home country, I decided to work as an au pair directly in Germany. My part-time journalist studies gave me the flexibility, so I found a family in Hamburg and lived there for 9 months. You wouldn't believe how little support I had. Almost everyone, aside from my parents of course, looked down on me when they found out. They'd say things like, "Oh, so you're a nanny? And what exactly are you doing with your life?" My answer: working toward my dream life, bitch. When I said I wanted to study interior design as a second degree, people told me I was too old. At around 21 or 22. They also said that it's impossible to survive as an artist or designer, and that if I did get that degree, I might make some sort of living close to my 30th birthday. I mean, shame on those people who try to discourage others, right? If you don't have the courage to pursue your own dreams, don't hold others back. Misery truly does love company. So after facing that constant criticism, I developed really strong boundaries to stay focused on my path. Let me share my top strategies for dealing with that negativity without letting it drain you. Number 1, it's easier to talk and criticize than it is to try. People who work toward their dreams, push through obstacles, and made mistakes will never try to bring you down. Remember that. They'll only cheer you on. But those who give up before even starting, they'll do everything in their power to drag you down with them. Even just recently, after I got my German citizenship, someone said, "Oh, I didn't realize it was so hard or meant so much to you." And this came from someone who moved here with her parents. Definitely an easier path than mine, right? Anyway, number 2, when you succeed, those same people will suddenly be impressed and act as if they always believed in you. I've seen this often, especially on TikTok, where founders share stories of people who once mocked them, later applying to work with them. I saw one creator talk about this, but unfortunately I can't remember her name. If you do, please share that video. It's really interesting to watch. Number 3, your vision of your dream becoming a reality will make you stronger every day until you eventually feel nothing but pity for those people, if anything at all. Always keep your why in mind and visualize it coming true. And also remind yourself constantly of how far you've come. Number 4, use criticism as fuel. When someone laughs at your dreams, turn that negativity into motivation to prove them wrong. And remember, every great achievement was once seen as unrealistic by someone. And last but not least, number 5, my favorite, write down your big vision on paper and read it every morning when you wake up. This will remind you that this vision will become a reality one day. Fast forward more than 10 years and here I am standing where my dream began, living the dream every day. I'm now a full-time artist, designer, and unexpectedly content creator. Back then, I knew almost nothing about social media, and yet here I am using it to connect with like-minded people and take my career to a completely new level. Just this week, I bought a new iPad for travel sketching and design, and I couldn't help but think about how I once couldn't even afford the cheapest iPad as a broke interior design student. But I believed so strongly in my vision that I knew I'd make it work somehow. And despite all the challenges, all the weekends spent working part-time in a hotel in order to be able to support myself financially, I made it happen. But you know what? It's not about the end goal. Just like I said in my video on getting German citizenship, achieving goals is just one moment. But the journey, that's where you grow and learn what you're capable of. And it's the same with Porsche, by the way. Their cars aren't just about getting from point A to point B. They're about enjoying every moment of the ride. It's the same with my art too. It's not just about the final drawing or the final design. It's about the process of creating, experimenting, and discovering my style along the way. I don't try to be perfect. I focus on letting my creativity and energy flow and simply enjoy the process.